Beautiful. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. I accidentally disturbed the guy. Hello again. So I decided to... Okay, from the very beginning, the island that I was planning to go around is shattered like on a halfway for automatic motorbikes, which I've got like one of them. So I decided to go to the city on the south from Dagan, and what I can say, it's very crowded, loads of people, and this is one of the oldest places in that part of Vietnam. I'm just in an old town, and all the buildings that you can see remember the times when China was still Chinese people were still living there. Now I'm on Old Market right now, and I feel like you can buy there everything. On my left side you've got a shop with a bunch of random stuff. It's even difficult to explain what you can buy there. And on my right side you can buy vegetables or motorbikes, all up to you. Just few meters far, some dream catchers and other tourist souvenirs. I'm wondering if I will be able to find my scooter in that crowd. It's gonna be funny. In front of me is Chinese restaurant. Generally, as I said before, you can see that China had a huge influence for that city. Like half of the restaurants there are not Vietnamese anymore. You can see they're like mainly Oriental kitchen. On my left side is the oldest building in the old town. It's built in 17th century, so it's not that old, but it was roughly the time when Chinese were living there. As a reminder, Vietnam as a country and nationality is still relatively young, because they are only 200 years old. I mean, they were people before, but mainly Chinese. It's something like with the Ukraine. Like when you have a country like Russia, which is huge, and then it's impossible to keep the same nationality in a whole area. You'll see a development of the new nationalities, exactly like it was with the Ukraine. So the same thing happened there with Vietnam, pretty much. We used to have similar markets in Poland, but they are gone. There's no small business anymore. But there, in that country, 90% of the stuff that you see around is just a small business, which is great in my opinion. Hello.
Would you like to buy something?
No, thank you. Yeah, so as I said, there is a huge... It's okay, thank you. It's a huge local business there, and it's difficult to find American brands like McDonald's or something like that. Like in Hanoi, I have seen personally only one, and in Da Nang I have seen only one as well, where both of the cities were just huge, in my opinion. Oh, that's a longer speech. Longer than any other on this channel so far, I guess. That's incredible that they're trying to sell me a dress. Okay, listen, I just bought 5 postcards, so if you want to get one of them, just subscribe and leave a comment, and then you've got a chance. 5 people, 5 postcards, 5 people will get a postcard. I just left the best hostel in Da Nang, in my opinion, of course. And now I'm going for my bus to Ho Chi Minh City. I think that's the name of that city. And what? There I've got like a 3 days to organize. I still don't know what I'm going to do. And yeah, next is Cambodia. What can I say about Central Vietnam? I cannot say much because most of my plans were cancelled. I was going to do one certain path which is called the Big Loop, but I couldn't do it because, as I mentioned before, there was like a huge rain going from the ocean, so I couldn't do much. I had to stay in a hotel for 2 days, and so I couldn't do it. So at the end I ended up in the Da Nang, and as you have seen before, I managed to see Monkey Mountains and some regions around the city itself. Hoi An, for example, the city that I have seen yesterday. Hello, I just arrived to the Ho Chi Minh City, and also called Saigon, and it was like the worst travel by bus so far, because planned journey was for 13 hours. High five. For 13 hours, but due to the many delays and the problem with the bus and additional service, which is like parcel the delivery, the bus got late for 13 hours. I arrived after 26 hours to Saigon, so yeah, also the air condition was broken, so it was like a sauna for me. Right now I'm trying to get to my hostel. I decided to change accommodation type right now, so I resigned from hotels and I started to sleep in a hostel, because I tried once and it was very good, and the price was 4 times smaller. So yeah, see you there. So Ho Chi Minh City is the largest city of Vietnam with the highest population, and the name of that city was changed multiple times in the local language, but I'm not able to pronounce it. I can give you an English name. So the first one was Forest City, and the second one was Royal City, and now we've got Ho Chi Minh City, which I'm not sure what does it mean. And this is one of two. Hanoi is as well a multicultural city. Like most of the most common religions there are Buddhism, Taoism and Confucianism, and also you've got there 10% of Catholics, which is interesting, and all of them have got their temples or churches, and all of them live there together in peace. Right now I am in District 4, which is known from its street food. I haven't arrived to that spot yet, but I will show you that in a second. So I just arrived to the, let's say, high street, main street of the District 4 in Ho Chi Minh City, and as I told you, this is one of the largest streets in entire Vietnam with street food. I'm gonna show you some stuff in a second. So now on my left you can see traditional soup, noodles plus something. It's usually noodles with chicken or with beef, and even a dog if you really want to, but I don't recommend that option. On my right you can see the sausages in the spices, pork sausages. In that particular place they costed about 12k, which is about $50 per sausage, which is not bad, like for the center of Ho Chi Minh. I have tried that few times, and every time when you eat them You can just ask for your set of spices and sauces or whatever you want to, and it's always bought as a takeaway. They just pack it into the paper bag, and that's pretty much all. Can I have a one? They love to mix businesses together in this place. So on my right side you could have seen a restaurant with a scooty rental, and on my left side you could have seen exactly the same thing. Then on our left side we've got a type of restaurant. It's not a street food typically, but I can see Oriental food there. Lots of Chinese food in Vietnam, because Chinese people used to live on this land before Vietnamese nation, let's say, grew up. Carry on with the Vietnamese street food. There you can see some, I don't know how to say it, but it's like squished meat or squished wheat bread, something like that, with dried fish. Also, the most common things that you can buy there is the noodle soup, as I just mentioned, iced tea and bubble tea as a one thing. Second thing is any kind of fried chicken or sausages, as you have seen before. And the fourth one, fresh juices, as you can see there. And yeah, you can find also the popular stuff like kebab or hamburger, but I don't recommend that one, to be fair. I am in Vietnam, so I want to eat Asian good food. Have a look there on the buildings on my right. This is high. Yeah. Everyone wants to talk to me. Everyone wants to say hello and give me a high five. It was one of the examples. On the other shot, you could see the child that tried to give me a high five. Right now, I'm about to leave this main street, which I told you about. I'm right now in a Vietnamese market. I can tell you that it's very crowded. I didn't expect that. And as you can see the prices there, I will show you. I'll translate some of them to you. But let's say I'm going to get a Big Mac in a meal. Large Big Mac with the standard fries and large Sprite. Perfect. And now have a look on the things that we don't have. Like from all the things that you could see there, you can find it on each standard McDonald's. But if you go, for example, there with rice and meals with rice, very very standard. Like with everywhere where you can eat, you can order something with rice. Also, it's kind of like mix of McDonald's and KFC. You've got like loads of chicken as well. Mainly in Korean barbecues, is very popular there. I don't know why, but the best section starts there, where you've got ice creams and you've got matcha, Oreo, McFlurry. I'm not sure if that one is in Europe. You've got the cheesecake and muffins. All of it seems to be very cheap. For that muffin, let's say, it's about $1.50. Actually, I'm going to try it. Blueberry cheesecake. Add to order. Okay, complete the order. That's how large Big Mac meal looks like. I can tell you that it's very similar to European one, but the smell is like from 10 years ago, when this like characteristic Mackie smell was like stronger. But generally, entire set looks decent and is pretty much the same like in entire Europe. A European Big Mac is quite larger, and the sauce is not as spicy as that one. Also, the fries in Vietnam have more this characteristic maquis flavor, let's say. The rest was pretty much the same, and the cheesecake was a nice surprise. Very sweet, and you could also taste blueberries, so not bad. And still you could taste this characteristic, let's say, maquis flavor in that cheesecake. Like if you have tested that blindly, you would know straight away that this is a cheesecake from Maquis. Whoa, don't kill me, please. Yeah. Oh, I have found a shop with electronics. I am gonna ask for the microphone to my camera. Hello, I'm on a Circle K again, and I want to show you something interesting, like another new definition of the Insta dishes. So you might be not familiar with that, but in Vietnam, as in many Asian countries, noodles are very popular, and you can find the noodles from Japan, Korea, China, and from Vietnam, everywhere around, and all the flavors. And if you think that you must take it home to eat it, you're wrong. You can just take any of those pots and use a hot water dispenser, which is over there, and that's pretty much all what you need. You can also add to that some of the dried meat, which is very popular, so you've got some extra protein in your Insta dish. By the way, I haven't told you that I've got a new microphone. I hope you recognize that, and I hope that microphone like recording the audio correctly, because otherwise I have to make the separate one. Yeah, right now I'm in one of the side roads in a city, and I'm trying to find somebody who will be able to fix my scratch on my lens. I have visited 2 shops already, and none of them was even able to like understand what's going on, so I feel like it might be difficult to fix that there. Maybe in Cambodia or India. Yeah. Right now I'm in the crowded spot of the Ho Chi Minh City. There's lots of sky towers around, mainly built for renting apartments purposes, let's say. It's very popular there to rent an apartment as an European, and it's relatively cheap for us, because it's about $500 for a studio in this type of place. Yeah, usually whenever it's rented by European person, that person just works there as a marketer or English teacher, something like that, mainly online. I met many people there who do that there in that particular city or in any other big city. So my attempt to fix the lens failed, probably. I'm not sure yet. I tried to polish it in one shoe shop where they've got like all the polishing stuff for shoes. I'm not afraid to make this lens working worse. I have to send it for a replacement, so I gave it a try, and now I'm not certainly sure how it's gonna work. I will see it today evening, but you can see it now. You know the results already. Beautiful. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. Keep going. Beautiful. Nice. Thank you. I accidentally disturbed the guy. Yeah, because I was trying to get closer with my microphone to make like a better audio, and then I have accidentally scared him. What else can I say? This park looks like a standard park to me. Nothing special there, just trees, few benches and a fountain in the middle. Thank you, man. You've got similar hairstyle, man.
Where you from, please?
Polish, Poland.
Poland. Can you look on your face? Here?
No, I have to go, I've got limited time.
Because I'm a soldier before. I would like to talk to you a little bit.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Wait.
So,
Yeah, my name is Tung.
Tung,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
I'm Marine copy for 1975. Okay.
Yeah, I can check it. Yeah, sure. You can talk.
Video me.
Yes, I want to.
You want edible and you
I
are
want
the
to hear your
journalist.
story. Yes, I'm kind of. I do the vlogs. I'm
Please,
getting to know.
I talk with you don't open because the police catch me.
Ah,
Because I'm a say true. Sorry.
I can make your face invisible on a video.
You can talk and after I'll leave picture.
I can blur your face. Nobody will see you.
I don't believe you.
Okay, no problem at all then. I just had a very serious conversation. I was stopped by ex-Vietnamese soldier, the veteran from Vietnamese-American War, and he told me entire story about this war, where he was fighting, where he landed, how the American soldiers were going from. They were heading from the north to the south, and they've been using deadly weapon. They've been killing all civils. They just didn't care about anything. And he has shown me his wounds after stepping on the landmine. His friend stepped on the landmine next to him, and his friend exploded, and he got injured. Very difficult story. And I also asked him where did he get to know the English, and he told me that he had to knew the language of his enemy, and he was just learning the English during the war. Hello. I just arrived to Cambodia with some problems on the border. So imagine situation that I was traveling by bus, and obviously we had to be checked on the border from Vietnam to Cambodia, and everything was going smoothly to the point where, like, after third desk of checking documents and everything, I was sent by one of the operators on the border to the incorrect desk, and then there I was standing in a queue for over 15 minutes to get to know that I'm in the front of the desk which leads from Cambodia to Vietnam. So yeah, when I came to the right queue and sorted the right checks, it came out that my bus is already gone. So I took another bus to the capital city where I am right now, and yeah, I went to the travel agency in that city from the previous bus, and I took my backpack. So it caused me about one and a half hour of the delay, which is not bad to be fair. But yeah, and now I'm going to the hostel, and I've got about 30 minutes walk. First thing that I have noticed there, dollars. I can pay in dollars and in their native currency, which I don't know the name of. But still, yeah, so the plan for today is just to arrive to the hotel, make an attempt to do another vlog, and then maybe gym, have a rest. Then tomorrow I'm starting to check this city around, but don't ask me what's the name of that city, because I cannot pronounce it. It's Phnom something like that.
Cornell, the city is called Phnom Penh.